Why do you feel you need to be okay all the time, even when everything is falling apart inside? You wake up, take a deep breath, put on your emotional armor, and go face the world. You make jokes when you want to cry. You say everything's fine when your mind is in chaos. Do you know why? Because at some point you believed that showing weakness was a failure. But three men from different centuries would profoundly disagree with you: Pascal, King David, and C.S. Lewis. We live in an era where showing vulnerability seems dangerous. If you're not okay, someone might use it against you. If you fail, you'll be exposed, so you pretend you're fine, always. But as Blaise Pascal said, all of humanity's misfortunes stem from one thing: their inability to sit quietly in a room, alone. And what's the consequence of that? You live tired, anxious, afraid of falling apart. The strength in David's vulnerability. King David, one of the most important figures in the Bible, was a great warrior, a respected king, but also a profoundly broken man. In the Psalms, he writes, "I am worn out from groaning. All night long I flood my bed with weeping and drench my couch with tears." Even so, the Bible calls him a man after God's own heart. Why? Because David didn't pretend to be strong all the time. He recognized when he was weak, and it was there, on that ground of tears, that he found a real strength which came from outside, not from his ego. Pascal's insight: humility over pride. Pascal believed that the greatest enemy of the human soul was not pain, it was pride. The attempt to be sufficient, to be wise enough, good enough, strong enough, alone. He wrote, "Man is great by recognizing that he is miserable." This sounds strange, doesn't it? But here's the point: you can only be helped when you admit you need help. You're only healed when you stop hiding the wound. C.S. Lewis and the scream of pain. The British writer C.S. Lewis, famous for the Chronicles of Narnia, lost the woman he loved to cancer, and he wrote a devastating book, A Grief Observed. There he says, "Pain insists upon being attended to. God whispers in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains." Lewis was an intellectual, a convinced Christian, but it was in pain that he came to know himself and God more honestly. What it means for you. Perhaps you are living like this, always answering, "I'm fine," even when you're not. Striving to be the best child, father, mother, professional, while feeling like you're about to break at any moment. Following routines, posting stories, attending meetings, but feeling invisible to the world, and worse, to yourself. Pascal would call this divertissement, distractions to avoid thinking about one's own misery. And God, according to the Psalms, God is close to the brokenhearted. Being vulnerable is not being weak. It's being aware that you are not invincible and still continuing. It's not needing to win every day, but getting up even when you've fallen. Pascal knew that only those who stop pretending to carry the world alone find rest. David knew that crying didn't make him less of a man, it made him more human. And C.S. Lewis knew that pain, when not denied, transforms into a portal to something eternal. And perhaps, now, it's your turn to understand this. You don't need to be okay all the time. You just need to be honest with yourself. God doesn't expect your performance. He knows your essence, and it is there that He touches. If this reflection resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. What weight have you been trying to carry alone? We'll see you in the next video.